OTR tire assemblies. It does not do passenger and light duty truck assemblies. The difference being the way the rim's designed, we can push tires on and off with an OTR because that bead is offset about 15 degrees, whereas a passenger and light duty truck rim, you know, they have 90-degree beads. 17.5, 19.5, 22.5, 24.5. Basically, if it ends in a 0.5 diameter-wise, it'll go on this machine. It also will do some farm and implement tires up to 58 inches in overall diameter. And when I say some, there's some variables. The biggest variable is the skill of the operator. The second variable is the how many plies we have on our sidewall. And the third variable is the rim design. So it will do all OTR tires. It'll do most farm and implement tires under 58 inches in overall diameter. Maintenance for this thing, probably the number one thing to do maintenance-wise, as you pull these on, there's always rocks and mud and debris, and you're pulling wheel weights off, and all that shit just falls down right down there. That track is not made to grind and pulverize rock. Clean that out. Probably the number one thing you can do maintenance-wise is keep that track clean. There are 5 grease certs to be hit with normal grease every 3 to 6 months. I've got 1 grease cert right on the top of this. I've got 2 grease certs here, 1 on top, 1 on the base. I got 1 grease cert right through there, and I got 1 grease cert over here. Those are the 5 grease certs you need to hit 3 to 5 months. You've got some tools, big ass pry bar. If you're using this on OTR tires, you're doing it wrong, and I'll show you that. It comes in handy sometimes on farm and implement assemblies. Aluminum jaw protectors. These 4 alloy wheel protectors go on the tulip clamp. There's 4 tool heads on that. They slide on, thumb screw, tighten them down, and then the wheel is up against that rubber base and aluminum as compared to steel, but that's what those are for. You got your wheel paste. You're gonna hear me say over and over and over, lube's your friend. If you try to do this job without lube, you're gonna f something up. I'm telling you right now, the job will be harder. You got 2 different tire clamps. That one has a steel head, that's for steel wheels. That one has a rubberish base, that's for alloy wheels. You've got, you'll hear me say it, this is a bead roller hook, okay? You got a tire iron. You've got 2 circuit breakers on the back side. If ever it seems underpowered or not working right, you got 2 circuit breakers here that you can just switch on, switch off if it seems to be underpowered. That's the tool side of it. First time the paste, I kind of got to work up some moisture there. Again, you're going to hear me say it over and over, lube's your friend. Try to do it without adequate lubrication, that's where we have issues. starts to push in. There it goes. Now the one thing I'm going to, you can finish putting it on with the bead roller. I don't, and I'll show you why here in a minute. I always switch to the hook because I think the hook does a much better job. Now I've got that torn area, so I want to get past that, but I want you to watch how that hook transitions the tire and keeps it off that rim until about there. Once I have it on, I like to take it all the way to my clamp. Usually it'll pop off on its own just like that. And then I reverse it back to myself. If this is tight and you can't get this loose, give it a wiggle and it'll loosen up for you. And then take it off.